Hello guys, today I'll give you a quick walkthrough of our platform Home Service Application. But before we start, let me give you a quick heads up about its business model, revenue model and stakeholders. So the business model of this platform is combination of B2B and B2C. The site owner is earning commission as revenue using this platform. This platform has 5 user types: admin, customer, company cum supplier, freelancer and staff member. Your admin will be able to manage the whole platform. Company cum supplier will be able to manage services, availability, staff member and jobs. Staff member will be able to finish the job assigned by company cum supplier. Freelancer will be able to manage services, availability, jobs and can also finish the job requested by the customer. Customer will be able to book various services using this platform. So now let's talk about an environment. For admin, this platform is having web environment to perform management specific operations. For company cum supplier, this platform is having web environment to perform supplier specific operation. For staff member, this platform is having mobile app environment to perform supplier assigned jobs. For freelancer, this platform is having mobile app environment to perform customer inquiry specific operations. For customers, this platform is having both environments to perform service request specific operations. So guys, I hope that you guys have a basic idea about this platform and are also interested in all over the concept. So now let's take a quick drive of this platform.
Hi, welcome to the video. In this video, we will be viewing various panels and applications that a home service application would have. First, we will view the Super Admin Web Panel. The Super Admin Web Panel will allow the admin to completely control, manage and access everything that goes on this platform. He or she can log into the platform using the credentials. The first screen that appears is the dashboard. Super Admin Dashboard can basically see all the statistics. There's a language option for the admin to switch. There's a notification section wherein the admin can check all the notifications. In the settings menu, admin can access his account, can edit the details, can also change the password from the same place. From the site settings section, the admin can change the site. By opening the site in the new tab, the admin can actually check the changes that he has made from the web panel that get reflected in the real time on the website. Admin can also change the social media URLs. Admin has the control to change the tags, whether enabling or disabling the same, the tags type, flat or percentage, how much the tags will be, and the API key can also be edited from the same section. By hitting submit, it lets the admin get the changes reflected in real time. The dashboard has various other menus. So this dashboard allows the admin to go through all the statistics, which includes the total number of bookings, customers, suppliers, number of total requests, whether they are pending, in progress, what is the status, cancelled, delivered, completed. The graph also shows a flat line or the rising or the falling lines. This gives admin a better access and better view of the statistics. The next module on the dashboard is service management, and under service there are 4 submenus. So when it comes to service, these are the main service categories that the admin has allowed on the platform. Admin can also add these services by tapping on the add button and putting in the necessary images, secondary images, the name of the service. The admin can also change the status. He can either keep it active or inactive. He can edit the existing services also. Under sub-services, these are the subcategory under the service. Again, admin has the complete right to change. The admin can also change the sequence of a particular service, and that will also reflect in the real time on the website. As you can see, the notification sequence has been updated. And if you refresh the website, you'll be able to see the updated sequence already. This is that quick. Admin can also add the number of sub-services, and the sub-services can go under a particular category like this. Again, the sequence can be changed in the sub-services and it will be reflecting in real time. Under product category, whatever product that falls under a particular service or sub-service, those details can be viewed by the admin over here. Admin can perform actions like editing or deleting or even adding a new product. A short description can be added of the product. The next menu is units. So units is all about the tons or the liters, the hour, meter. So these are all basic units in which the services or the products are basically listed. Again, the admin has the right to perform any operations like edit or delete a particular unit. He can also add new units in case he has added new services or sub-services. Under users management module, the admin can check the customers, suppliers and service providers modules. So let's first explore the customers. So here are the details of every single customer who uses this particular app who had ever registered or signed up on the application. The admin can also manually add the customer details and create new customers over here in the entries. The customer email address, whether the customer is active or inactive, the status can also be changed from the admin panel by the admin. Under the suppliers sub-module, the super admin can basically check all the suppliers who have registered with the platform. This includes the supplier name, email addresses, mobile number. The status can be turned to inactive or can be kept active. So all of these rights are enjoyed by the admin. To create such a robust admin panel or the entire application of your home service app, you must get in touch with the best app development company. The suppliers put service requests and the admin has the full control over performing the action on the same. He or she can also cancel or reject the supplier requests. Over here, the admin can also check every single supplier's earnings, and it is in the hands of admin that the payment can either be released. So these are the details of every single supplier who has been there for a period of time, for how much amount that person has been there. The admin can basically perform operations on the same. When was that supplier created, when was that booking created, releasing the payment, keeping the payment on hold also comes under the admin. The next module is service providers, wherein there are two providers. First can be the staff member, second can be the freelancer name. Of course, every detail is also listed over here along with the photo of the person and the status as well. By clicking on staff member, the admin can check that that staff member is responsible for what kind of a service and what was the booking that he had completed, the request. The booking ID can lead the super admin to view all the details of that booking. Similarly, going to the service providers, under the freelancers section also, the admin can check what all services has this particular freelancer been providing. If the freelancer has requested to provide any other service, say for example over here we can see a salon service, so you can also edit the rates and timings and prices, the per hour price, the minutes price, or the minutes that that particular service completion will take. So all these details are mentioned over here. Now going to the next module, which is the service requests. So there are different services that are requested by the customers, and the name of the supplier, the service name is all listed in this list, and the admin has the complete rights to perform actions on the same, whether to approve that action or reject that action. Whenever an admin approves or rejects, the concerned person, that means the supplier or the freelancer or the customer, also gets a quick notification on their device. The pop-up asks the admin for a confirmation, and by hitting yes, the operation is successfully deployed. Now, under the bookings module on this admin panel, the admin can check the supplier, the customer, and the booking status. So these are all filters that the admin can filter out any particular booking request and view the details. He can also filter it out by either supplier or freelancer's name, and can check a particular supplier or freelancer who has been providing services. He can view the in-detail bookings. The ratings also can be viewed over here. This way the admin can know which freelancer and which supplier are giving the best services on his platform. Now, going to the next module, which is plans. This super admin panel has an amazing feature called plans. So these plans are basically the plans that the suppliers and freelancers have subscribed for on this home service platform. This is a very unique feature that even you can add when you launch your own home service providing application. You can get in touch with our experts to know how this exactly works. So over here you can see that there are different plans, like a 1-month service plan, a free plan, a 1-month staff member plan, a 6-month plan, or maybe even an annual plan. So all of these plans have different prices, subscription prices that the subscriber can pay for. And even the super admin can launch new types of plans by adding the details, and this will also reflect immediately on the website. So these new plans can be meant for suppliers also, can be meant for freelancers also. Some plans can also be for the customers. Of course, if it is for a freelancer, then the staff member will remain 0 by default. This is a very interesting feature. This can help the entrepreneur who owns this home service providing app to retain the suppliers and freelancers on the platform, and also help him boost their loyalty towards the platform. Again, the sequence of the plans can be changed. The next module on this super admin panel is of earnings. So the admin can view the earnings of a particular supplier or a freelancer by using the filter that is on the top. By hitting reset, he can view all the booking earnings on the platform, whether the status is paid or pending, whether the supplier has not received the payment, so the admin can release the payment from this admin panel, and the status will immediately change from pending to paid. The banners section is also very interesting. It is very attractive, to be honest, and the banners that every user of the website can see. These banners can be edited or changed by the admin very easily in a matter of few clicks. The sending the push notifications to any service provider, supplier, customer, staff members it is very easy, since the admin can simply type the message in the admin panel and select who all users will be receiving this notification. FAQ section is of course very important. The platform can display all the basic frequently asked questions in order to solve the queries of any user who comes on the website. So that can also be edited from the admin panel, and the status of the question can be made active or inactive in order to display or to not display that particular question on the site. Next section is complaints section on the admin panel, which is of course very important, because it's important to receive feedbacks or receive any kind of complaints from the users. There are also testimonials that the admin can add or edit. This can be done again in a matter of few clicks. The subscriber module is basically the newsletter subscribers, or the users who want to receive emails and offers from the website. So I can show you in real time that it is so quick that the user can fill in his email address, and it reflects in real time at the admin panel, that the admin panel sees the subscriber details. The terms and conditions under the pages section, the privacy policy, so admin has the complete whole and sole right on this. So These can also be edited right from the admin panel. By hitting update, it reflects in real time. It's as simple. That's it. This is how the admin panel of the home service application works. In this video, we will be viewing the supplier panel of a home service application. So, a supplier is somebody who provides his dedicated services in a particular category on this application. So, let's get started. After a supplier has registered as a service provider on the platform, the admin has accepted his services, he or she gets the credentials via email. Using the same credentials, a supplier can log into the platform. So, after logging into the platform, the supplier can go into the settings and edit his profile from My Account. He or she can also edit the address details in the About Me section. About Me has a very short description or a bio introduction. My images, the images of the service provider, his items. He can also have a couple of URLs, that is his social media links, to increase credibility of his profile. And he can also mention his service fee charges over here. If he wants to enable an extra delivery fee, he or she can enable from the same. And the delivery type, whether the amount of delivery fee will be calculated as per the percentage or via a flat amount. This also includes the license number of the service provider if required, and he or she can also check the cancellation policy and attach a PDF for his customers. The dashboard has very interesting statistics about how his services are going, what are the total number of bookings, how many staff members does he have. There's also a graph that displays the same. The supplier can check the staff member details from the staff members module. Over here, every detail is provided, like the email address, the name, the phone number, the status of that particular staff member, whether he or she is active or inactive. There's also an option to add new staff members. There are also options like CSV, Excel, PDF or print. Then under the My Services module, the supplier can check the services that he is providing. Now say for example, under the home services that he wants to provide, he can also select the salon services that he wants to provide. Now say he can go into the haircut section, which is a sub-service, and can select the price that he wants to keep, the fee along with the timing or the duration. For an extra service like eyelash extensions, for example, it is very easy. This all reflects in real time on the website also. To build this robust platform for your home service application, you must contact the experts at aPurple. Going to the next module in this supplier panel, this is Manage Availability. So availability will be visible to the customers when they are booking. So you can, as a supplier, keep a Sunday closed or a Saturday open. You can also keep customized timings for your availability of services. How many people are available to provide a particular service. You can also put a service buffer time. This is very helpful. This can help suppliers retain the customers and get more bookings. Single day off option is also available. A customized days off option is also available. This is a very flexible platform. If you are yourself going on a vacation, you can also edit the dates accordingly. Under the bookings module on this supplier panel, you can check the select staff member. You can basically filter out your queries and look for a particular booking. Same goes for earnings section. You can filter out and check the earnings via earning status, be it paid or pending. You can also check all the earnings in one single list. The payments module is also very helpful because it helps the supplier know that how many payments are pending, how many payments are yet to be released. The complaints section, it is very important to receive feedback from the customers. So any customer who has put in the feedback, or a complaint or a report or an opinion or even a positive note can be read from here and can be solved from here. The date on which the complaint was created can also be checked from here. So yes, that is it. This is how the supplier panel works of a home service application. In this video, we will be viewing the application of the staff member who is registered on the home service application. So staff members are the service providers whom the suppliers have added from their panel. Once the supplier has added a staff member, the staff member gets his or her login credentials and he or she can use the same in order to log into the application. So let's start. So once the staff member is in, on the home screen, he or she can see a couple of statistics. These statistics include the pending services, in progress services, delivered services, how many are the completed services, and were there any cancelled services. So these statistics can be viewed right on the home screen. So there is a notifications panel. By hitting the bell icon, the staff member can check that out. After that, on the left hand side, the staff member can check the menu. So he or she can check his profile. The profile details can be edited. First name, last name, some email addresses, image can be added as a profile photo. Apart from that, there's the settings menu on the left hand side menu, and enable or disable the receiving push notifications that are being sent from the admin or from the supplier. So that settings can be operated from here. And also the language can be changed by the staff member from the settings menu. And lastly, the complaint section on the left hand side. This includes the staff member adding any kind of complaint or any feedback for a particular service that he has provided. So all he has to do is select the booking ID and write in his description. This can be directly received by the supplier, as well as the admin can receive these complaint details. So after writing the description, he can hit the submit button and the pop-up notification on the top appears, which says that the complaint was submitted successfully and it will be resolved soon by the concerned party. Apart from this, the service details, the customer name and the customer or the booking ID, the address of the customer, what kind of service is being provided, date and time, and what is the exact service and sub-service, along with the duration of the service with the fee, can all be viewed over here. The bottom can also show the total earnings in bold. And to help the service provider reach the place, there's also an in-app navigation. There's also a logout button in the left-hand side menu. So yeah, that is it. That's how the staff member application in the home service app works. Now we will view the freelancer application of a home service app. Freelancers are the individual independent service providers who register on the app. They provide the service and earn from the same. So let's get started. Once the freelancer has registered on the application and the admin has approved his or her profile, the freelancer gets credentials in the email. Using the same, he or she can log into the application. Once the freelancer has logged into the application, the home screen shows the total balance of the freelancer that he or she has earned. And the bottom has some boxes which include the statistics for service requests which are pending, in progress services, delivered services, then the notifications bell icon, and over there all the basic details are mentioned. There's also this graph that shows the total services. The figures get updated as soon as the freelancer has delivered the services or has received the payments. Now the left hand side menu has the home screen of freelancer. There are a lot of other menus. We will discover these one by one. First of all, we'll discover the My Services module. So My Services basically has the number of services that the freelancer is providing. Say for example, you tap into home and you can see the sub services below that: home cleaning, room floor cleaning and sofa cleaning. Construction has sub-services, salon has sub-services. As a hairstylist, the freelancer can provide the duration in which he or she can work along with the amount. Once he adds this, the direct notification goes to the admin, and admin from his admin panel can approve or reject the sub-services that the freelancer wants to provide. Similarly, there are more sub-services like eyelash extensions and haircut for women under the salon service. So that's how the freelancer can set up the services that he or she wants to provide in his profile. Next thing in the left menu is the profile, wherein the profile details can be edited, and as you can see that we added the salon services right now. It is already reflected in the profile under my services section. There's also a password change option if you want to change the password. Any change that the freelancer makes and the admin approves get reflected immediately in the application, and in the real time the users who are booking the services can also see the updated details that are being provided under the freelancer services. Next, in the left menu is the About Me section. So this is a basic about section about the freelancer, address and house number, some social media profile links, and the delivery status, the delivery amount type in percentage or flat, and service type he can select as a freelancer. So this is how he can set the About Me section of his profile. He can also set his service fee from here. In case his service requires a license number, he can update those details here. There can also be a PDF for cancellation policy. He can view that. Then another settings, the freelancer can choose to receive or not to receive the push notifications by enabling or disabling this. There's also a change language option for the freelancer. He or she can choose the language he or she is comfortable in. The next menu in the left side menu is the working hours. So this module is very flexible. Since the freelancer is an independent service provider, he or she can set the timings and hours that he or she is available for. This can be customized as and when he wants to. He can also set the days off, and he can also play around with the break timings, or he can also play around with the buffer timings between one service that is completed and the next service that is assigned to him. These availability hours are very flexible for the freelancers, which is the biggest advantage. So this feature can basically attract a lot of freelancers who can register on your home service app. You must include this feature when you launch your own home service app. To get more help on this, you can definitely get in contact with the experts at aPurple. Alright, moving to the next menu, which is payment. So the payment menu basically shows the freelancer on how many services has he provided, and he can add a plan of his own. The start date time, the end date and time can also be mentioned over here. Under the free structure also, there are different services. There's different start date and end date of this particular payment plan. The plans can be $50, $100, $500. So the number of services that he is providing, there can be different fares or the different fees for the same. Lastly, there's another section called complaint. Over here, if there's any complaint, feedback or opinion that the freelancer wants to provide for the booking that he just completed or for the customer for whom he worked, he can definitely enter the select booking ID. He can check the booking ID from the drop down and write in the description box whatever he wants to convey. This will directly reach the admin. There's a pop-up notification after the freelancer hits submit button that the complaint has been successfully submitted to the admin, and admin can further take actions from his own admin panel when he receives it. If you refresh, this in real time gets reflected. The service details section shows every single detail about the service that particular freelancer has done. Customer name, ID, address, service type, date and time, what was exactly delivered, what was the fees for that particular service, and in bold and the bottom, total earnings can also be viewed. So yes, that is it. That's how the Freelancer app works in a home service application that we built. Now we will view the customer application for a home service booking app. Let's get started. So a customer can first install the app on the device and do a basic registration process to sign up on the application. There's also an option to sign in directly from Facebook. After signing up, the customer can sign in to the application. The home screen that opens up the first has a few banners on the top of the trending services. In the notifications, the customer can receive every single notification of the service started or going on or about to be completed. Rest, in the middle section, there are the basic services that are available to book. And in the bottom, there are my bookings, that is the history of my bookings until now and the status along. Next, on the left side menu, first the customer can check the my bookings. This is all the history of bookings along with the status, along with the fee, along with the date it was booked and what was the time that was selected. By tapping into it, there can be more in-depth details that the customer can get a view of. It also involves a chat option with the freelancer or the service provider. Also a call option in order to get in touch with the freelancer. There's also an option to cancel the booking in the same place. Next, in the left side menu is the profile. From here, the customer can edit his or her profile. The password for the app can also be changed from the same place. Next on the menu is settings. The customer can choose to not receive or to receive the push notifications. He can enable or disable the same, and he can also play around with the language in case he wants to change the language of the application. Next is the complaint section, which is very important. Customers always have feedback or negative complaint, positive notes for the service providers, so they can type in the complaint along with selecting the particular booking ID. Once they hit the submit button, it directly reaches the admin and it also gets reflected in the customer app as a recently posted complaint. So yes, that is it. That is how the customer app works in a home service booking application. Now that we have shown how all the users, apps and panels work, let us take an example of how a booking process works. So over here, we'll simultaneously show two screens. One will be the customer's screen and the second will be service provider's screen. So let's get started. The customer, after logging in, can see the banners on the top, which are probably the most trending services on the platform that the admin has displayed. Below that is the service section wherein the customer can select a particular service he wants to book. Say for example, the customer books a home cleaning and he goes to the freelancer's details and he checks out the details of the freelancer's images, where does he belong to, since when is he associated with the platform, when was the most recent service that he provided, and the other customers he has provided the service to can also review him. So those reviews are also displayed here. Once the customer is satisfied with all these details, he can hit book appointment and then he can select the exact sub-service he wants to. He can select the date and the time of arrival. Then hit next and enter the address. This includes the location and also the manual typing of the address. After that, the customer hits book and can check out does the payment process. On doing so, the service provider receives a notification that there has been a booking request. The freelancer, on receiving this request, can check out what is the exact service that he has to provide, the amount that he will earn from the same, and then he can hit accept, or he can also reject. So here the freelancer accepts the booking and the notification is received by the customer that confirm booking, the booking has been confirmed. All these things happen in real time. The customer can then see my booking and then he can go through the booking details, booking date, time, service provider's name, what was the payment method he used, and what is the address that he's entered, what is the type of service, everything. Similarly, the service provider, that is the freelancer, can also check all the details related to the service and the customer. Once the confirmation of the service has been done and the confirmation has been received by the customer, both the freelancer and the customer can talk to each other via the in-app messaging feature. This is a very helpful feature so that both can get in touch with each other and discuss. Now, on the day that the customer had selected, the freelancer arrives and he or she starts providing the service. Both applications receive due notifications that the service has started. After the service has started, the customer cannot make any changes in the booking details that he had entered. Once the service is completed, the freelancer can complete the service and the customer receives the notification that the service has been completed. Customer receives an OTP for a successful completion. The customer provides that OTP to the service provider and he enters the same. And then the successful completion of the service is done and both the applications receive this notification. In the completed services, the freelancer can also see that this service has been completed. The customer can rate the freelancer for the service. The freelancer can also rate the customer for the service that he provided to him, and both the feedback get delivered, they get submitted successfully. Now after this, you can see that the seller's balance has increased. Once the customer makes the payment, it directly gets notified to the admin, and once the admin has approved the payment, it gets reflected in the freelancer's account or the wallet. So yes, that is it. That's how a booking process flow happens. It is all in real time, and to build such a home service application, you must contact the developers and designers at aPurple and you will get the best services. Thank you.
So guys, this is all about the core features of our platform home service applications. Other than that, there are many advanced features like subscription plan for supplier and freelancer, calendar management for supplier and freelancer, etc. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please get in touch with us to discuss more in a brief.